Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
Dragon on the flip side, but I think at this stage with the mismatch, more than likely going to be Fnatic being able to trade then for the Void Grubbers when they spawn in just a minute and a half.
And Fnatic conceding some of the power. Also the kind of explosiveness you expect in a game with a Pantheon Kalista Rel hasn't been there. Although as I say that, Kana stunned, waiting to get close enough so the Thundering Blow can't knock him away. Mickey now going to follow. Kana should just die here. Mickey quick to tank. Reset is there from Upset if he needs it. He does. That's first blood going through for the side of Fnatic. So they get something, but again, it's early game. There is a 1K gold lead for Fnatic, right? But they've given a lot of objectives to get it. And if Humanoid goes down here, oh, Separate Bolt flash in. Q can't flash that auto, baby.
Really nice play from Yike. You can see him waiting in that
Different
Raptor
pace of game. I don't know if there's some jitters or some overcommitment to lane swaps. Or maybe they just had to wait for Vladdy to back in a bad time. Vladdy, he's going to die here. Upset, though, might be in trouble as well. Wukong all to follow. Razork on the way in, but it looks like Kalista should go down. Knocked was there, not enough to stop the second proc of the Cyclone. Now it's Mickey following as well. Every time Fnatic get a little something, Casey just take more.
Good cover again from Yike, though.
Weaver adaptation for that Silent lane just to make sure that he can't threaten Oscar.
And now we're getting to the very tense stages when you play Draven.
The first item spike for lethality. We'll see if it pays off, if it gets him that payday faster.
Mickey is on the wrong side of the map.
He caught. Yike to follow. Mickey can't hit anyone. He'll take tower aggro, so he's just wandering out, waiting to mount. And that's the cash out! Just a huge bag of money hand-delivered to Kalist.
Mickey just
swapped so many times to disrupt their laning strategy, and they were successful. But KC still got objectives, and now KC have cashed out the Draven, everything you could ever want. And you said it, Jack. Although we'll see if Vladdy can make it out of this exchange. Looks like Gravfield not quite fast enough with the Chaos Storm, excuse me. Follow up there, and now it looks like Humanoid just going to fall. Another TP in. TP going to be matched by KC. It's starting to fall apart for the side of Fnatic.
Every time Fnatic seem to look at somewhere on the map, Yike is there. Like, every point that Fnatic have tried to attack, both Targamas and Yike have been there to defend.
On side lanes.
They've definitely set KC up for success here. We'll see this Drake contest, but Targamas on the wrong side of the wall.
Has it procced Aftershock, so he's just going to get one popped here. Beautifully layered CC. If he hit anyone, if he autoed anyone, he would have been too damn tanky, but they just nail him.
But both supports here making crucial mistakes before objectives, with Mickey getting caught out before the Herald, and now Targamas getting caught out before the Drake. It's this little bit of maybe nervousness or just trying to go for a little bit too much, but both teams are eager to pounce, and Kalista's far up
on the way in. Kalist locked up. That's going to be big money over to the side of Upset. Now they're trying to keep the fight going. Spyline to spare out, but Razzler's not going to take a whole hell of a lot of damage. Mount up into the Herald from Herald, ramming into Humanoid, getting the ulti down as well. Styling as he gets the reset. He might look for one more, flashing out. Yike, playing like a demon in this game.
Yike is making a montage on him with the Combat Herald into the ultimate as he takes down Humanoid. That was beautiful.
That was sick from Yike, and honestly, great to capitalize on what was going to be a big Fnatic win. Kalist overextended in mid. You never saw Fnatic show in the bot wave, but still tried to make the play on Upset. But now, here we go.
Again, Mickey making his way out there. Now it looks like it's Targamas who's overextended. Vladdy does decent damage, but not enough to tear through Upset's health bar. Razork chasing, that's one down. Upset stepping past the grasping Mara. KC backing off, but Targamas
never showed in the bot wave. Kalist went for the play aggressive onto Upset, and immediately Mickey and Razork were able to collapse. Although Humanoid here definitely went too far, but now topside, wait, what?
Oscar going in. Kana now running, trying to get the extra movement speed. One more auto, Q flash forward, a little bit more damage. Oscar desperate to finish the kill. Yike on the way, going to be forced back. The Baba's special, not going to see it, but Kana playing with fire there.
Let's just finish this. But
there are pings.
Yeah, there. Looks like Casey wants to try to contest still.
Nah, they're dropping it. They're just maybe a cheeky shot blast over the wall. Maybe see if anyone wanders a bit too far.
No way. Oh! League out there somewhere who is delighted that there's been these steals coming through.
Some absolute wacko who's like, Kana's going to steal an objective. You were right. I don't know how. I was going to say good on, Fnatic getting some objectives, putting themselves. I was going to say all these things about Soul Point. Kalista as an objective team is they catch, but Targamas still a good buffer.
Very deep here. Yike is behind.
Yike with a follow-up, and this is where Kalista just gets a free auto. That is a terrifying Draven. Upset is dead. Mickey will scoot his way out of Upset's body to find a way back under the tower. Excellent pick from KC.
Fnatic didn't need to try and force it, though. You had everyone on reset, and now maybe more.
Oscar on the way in, I think, just to try and delete the wave. There's no hope really here of taking the fight, just trying to get them out. Mickey will fall to Vladdy, but now KC want more. Kana is out for blood. He took an objective. He wants to take their lives. Knockback with a Thundering Blow. Taken his sweet time in the mid lane, baby. The montage does not stop. Kalist with a double in mid.
And KC are just getting absolutely everything as Fnatic are so disjointed. First upset and Mickey trying to go for too much in enemy jungle, and then they get shut down under tower as they try to defend 3v5. It's just the type of incoherence that we've unfortunately grown used to from Fnatic, doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think 80 carry propaganda right now, and you're the person who's going to shut me down. I am seeing the Wukong. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's also 2v3.
Delivering on the Draven. We're in Fearless, right? So if KC don't win the game where Kana gets Jace, or Fnatic don't win the game where Upset gets Kalista, that feels like a huge blow as we get deeper into the best of 5. It's Mickey. Caught out. Kalista doing a lot of damage here. Mickey just going to get one shot. Reset now coming in, and it's Yike. Once again, the monkey just keeps spinning. Oscar going to try to disengage. Looks like Yike will finally go down. Or will he? Yes. Soul Furnace going to pop, and now it's Vladdy with the perfect setup to follow through. Humanoid goes golden, but the timing will keep him standing for an extra second. Not enough for him to take down Kalist. Down he goes. Kalist unstoppable. And the game is over. It might look like there are players still alive. There might still be structures, but KC are too damn strong.
I mean, Oscar does get 1,000 gold from Yike here as Targamas tries to flash over the side to block his escape, but he still ends up getting out. But you see how strong Yike is on this Wukong. He can just jump into 4 members and cause so much havoc in the back as the game progresses.
Yeah, you can see as well, they're even shifting both Vladdy and Targamas up to that top side, so kind of can get the wave as well. They're covering side lanes well, so even if Fnatic want to try and go for some sort of counter punch, it's not even there. Are pretty uncharacteristic. I will say, like, these are not things that we traditionally see from Upset and Mickey as much as trying to take 2v2s like that, but it's never the case again Baron. Yeah.
Wow. Fnatic don't even walk up to contest.
Making some of those same fumbles that they did in their series yesterday. Although I imagine that they've probably learned from those mistakes.
Yeah, you can see them grouping up here, which is just a nice any sort of engage from Mickey. What you really want to look for when an enemy team has Nashor is when they try to play multiple lanes and they actually split up, and you can punish one of the people that are on side or the people that are not grouped. But when they're all together like this, okay, Oscar in and tries to go.
Body block goes in from Targa. Kalist flashing out, interrupt from Targa is also good. Ulti onto Upset, buying a bit more space. Upset's now going to be in trouble trying to zone his way back, but it's Kana on the flank. Keep your eyes on this Jace. Where does he go in? Hammer form, decent damage, knocking back Mickey. Upset forced back as well, and Yike finally going with the ulti. Good disruption coming in, but Oscar cannot channel a Q. CC used beautifully to stop the Scion from getting any effect as all of Fnatic forced to retreat, likely to give up the tower, but are going to be sprinting out of base for the re-engage.
They managed to get the health bars back though, so they won't lose the inhibitor, but can they get more off the back? Mickey trying desperately to chase them down, but there's just no one here.
I mean, to be honest, they kind of pulled off a miracle being able to take down this front line.
That would be tough. The vegetarian Victor build. Pescatarian, still eats fish. KC zoned away a bit by Oscar. Oscar's still pretty damn tanky, unending despair, at least healing up some of the damage, but Yike is really unconcerned. Quick use of the clone. Follow-up now from the ulti coming in from Rattler. Instant spiraling despair right as the Aegis Assault fades away, though he's going to be slowed up, and it's Kana isolated. Kana for a brief moment. Has he overstayed? Flashing out, held onto it for so long, and it's Yike going in again, finding 3 members. Kalist untouched on the backside. Mickey retreating. The Draven free to run rampant in the exchange. Upset running for his life, taking Mickey with him. KC get the exchange, losing not a single member. Oscar in and sent packing, and this might just be the game.
KC had the fight in their sights, and they knew exactly how they wanted to try and play it out, separating the backline from Fnatic and taking them down bit by bit.
Yeah, Targamas just wonderfully zoned off Upset here with the help of Vladdy, which just made it so he couldn't join his team. And with that, it's going to be the soul for KC. They're probably going to be able to break up an inhibitor here as well. Or maybe they back off, but just the soul in and of itself might be what broke the camel's back.
Yeah. Fear into Oscar, and you can just see Yike frontlining pretty effortlessly there. Has the Thunder Sky, has Ocean now. They're going to need to full commit to a fight, and KC have the time to play side lanes here. Knock down another tier 2.
And it's a 10,000 gold lead. Ocean Soul, and Nash spawning in a minute. It's going to be tough for Fnatic.
For a massive capture curse, but I'm inclined to agree with you. 9K lead. They haven't covered the top side of the map. Fnatic buying time to play on these waves through top, but it still might just be a 50-50. Oscar taking a bunch of damage. Now, if they lose him, they might just lose in an instant. Fnatic forced away to try and contend in the fight as Kalist just continues to solo objective. This is a 4v5, and it might be the best fight that they can get, but Oscar's already dead right as the fight is starting. Severing Bolt, not enough. The shield from the Soul Furnace keeping him standing. Yike zoned back, but he can just go in at a moment's notice. He's in the base, breaking an inhibitor. Fnatic being herded around the map.
Kalist is still on Baron. Yike isn't even there.
Yike running. Kalist wants to finish the objective, but Yike might give his life. This is big for Fnatic, a decent opportunity. Baron there, but they're going to lose at least 60 seconds because Yike isn't a part of the picture.
I think they tunnel visioned a bit too much on trying to stop Razork from ulting. That team just presses S, minions end the game.
Fair enough. Controversial press S strat. Mickey going in under the tower, full engage, but a nice peel back. They're getting deleted. Kalist catching in as Vladdy finds a perfect combo across the entire fight. Despair of Fnatic.
And you killed Kalist, but at what cost here? As KC have them routed, they're going to be able to pick off Oscar. Maybe not.
Running. Targa on the chase. Oh! Hits him with the Pengu.
And his 30-second death timers here. You have to feel that KC can just run it down.
That was heartbreaking for Upset. He flashed into the maw from Vladdy and immediately regrets his life choices. But I think that's kind of been the story a little bit for Fnatic in this one, as KC looked to take game number 1.
And it was a brawl. It was a well-fought game. Some mistakes coming in from both teams, but ultimately it's KC that looked a lot stronger in this game 1.
Weathered the early game storm, responded well to the swaps, got the objectives, took the fights, found better picks. KC, incredible momentum here coming out from game 1.